Today we are going to learn a new topic called gravitational potential energy difference. After deriving the derivation, later I will tell you about the definition of the gravitational potential energy difference. First we will see the diagram. I will explain the diagram, later you can understand the meaning of the gravitational potential energy. Here look at the mass m1, it is static, it is kept static, it is not moving. Here another mass is there m2, that mass m2 that can be moved from this position. Initially mass m1 and m2 both are separated by the distance r dash. Are you clear? This m2 that can be moved to any distance. Here both are attracted by gravitational force of attraction. Mutually they are exchanging their gravitational force of attraction. So it's attractive force. Here if you want to move the m2 to little bit distance, what you have to do? You have to do some external work. If you do external work against the gravitational force, only then we are able to move it. So here we have to do the work externally. Are you clear? So the external force is required here. Let us imagine the mass m2, it is moved from this position to this position. So how much distance is moved? dr distance is moved. For that we have to calculate the work done. So here what is the formula to calculate the work done? Work done is equal to force into displacement. Here to move the object from this position to this position, we have to do some work done. To do the work done, we have to apply some external force. So F external must be written here. Are you clear? So how much amount of force has to be given externally? That is equal to the gravitational force between these two. So gravitational force between m1 and m2 is equivalent to the external force. So what is the formula to calculate the gravitational force between these two? What is the formula, general formula? F gravitation is equal to g m1 m2 divided by r square is the fundamental formula given by Newton. So here Fg gravitational force is equivalent to F external. So both are equal here. So both are equal. Therefore the same formula that can be used for calculating the clear external force. So both are equal now. Are you clear? So instead of external we can substitute this equation. So dW is equal to F external. Instead of that substitute g m1 m2 divided by r square dr. Why dr is written? Because the object m2 is moved to a distance of dr distance. Okay. Okay. So it is moved to a distance of dr distance. Understood? Now we have to differentiate this. dW is equal to g m1 m2 r square, all are here, they are all constants. Are you clear? What is dW? dW is the small amount of work done to move the object from m2 to this position to this position, dr distance. Now we are going to move this object from this position to this position. Are you clear? So m1 is here. Now we are going to move the object from this position to this position. So here what is the limit here? What is the initial distance? R dash is the initial distance. Are you clear? After moving the object from this position to this position, what is another distance, new distance? R is the final distance. So clear, I am going to integrate on either side. Are you clear? If you move the object from here to there, we have done a greater work done. So to calculate the total work done, I have to integrate dW. Are you clear? If dW is integrated, you will get W. Understood? Now how the limits can be applied? This is the lower limit. R dash is the lower limit. Now R is the upper limit. So how to apply the limit? R dash is the lower limit. R is the upper limit. So clear? So now write the equation now. G m1 m2 divided by r square dr is the formula. Are you clear? Now in the next step, how it could be written? G m1 m2 everything can be m1 m2 everything can be written outside because all are constants. Here r dash r, the clear, the integrated integration factor must be written, is clear, with integration symbol. Now this part to be integrated. If this part is integrated, integral of dr by r square will be equal to minus of 1 by r. This is the formula. With the help of integration we are able to get it. So W is equal to G m1 m2. Okay, so this integration value must be written 1 by r minus 1 by r. What are the limits? R1, R2 can be written. R dash, R must be written. R dash is the clear initial distance. It is moved from R dash distance to R distance. Therefore, R dash to R distance. This is the lower limit, this is the upper limit. In the next step, we can write the clear this minus sign that can be brought out of the bracket. The clear this one can be written as G m1 m2. Are you clear? First substitute the upper limit 1 by r minus of 1 by r dash. So in that format it could be written. Are you clear? The next step what we have to do, W is equal to minus G m1 m2. Here this r can be brought down. Are you clear? This minus sign it will go inside. That one becomes plus. Therefore G m1 m2 divided by r dash. In that format we can write. Are you clear? So here the most important thing is what this expression that gives, what the another expression that gives, that you have to understand. Are you clear? So I'll explain now. Understand it very clearly. Already I derived this final expression. Now the same expression is written here. Here we have to do some modification. Look at that. W is equal to minus G m1 m2 divided by r should be written. Here you have to do some modification. It should be written as minus of minus G m1 m2 divided by r dash must be written. Make a note, in textbook certain explanations are not given. So W is equal to, see the entire expression that could be written as U of r, because r is here. I will explain what is U of r. U of r means gravitational potential energy, clear, when the object is kept, when the two masses are kept at a distance of r. Are you clear? Here the mass m1 is here, here the mass m2 is there. In between these two, what is the distance? R distance is there. When the two masses are separated by the distance r, within them some amount of gravitational potential energy is stored up. So that should be written as gravitational potential energy when they are separated by the distance r. Within this mass m1 and m2, some amount of gravitational potential energy is stored up. So clear that gravitational potential energy is stored up between these two is called as UR. Are you clear? Again you write minus. Are you clear? Here r dash is there. How this part can be written? This one must be written as UR dash. So what is UR dash? When the masses, when they are kept closer to one another, what is the distance here? R dash is the distance. When the two masses are separated by the distance r dash, in this system some amount of energy is stored up. That is called as UR dash. So this is also another gravitational potential energy. This is the gravitational potential energy when the two objects are separated by the distance r. This is the gravitational potential energy when the two masses are separated by the distance r dash. Are you clear? So this is one gravitational potential energy, this is the another gravitational potential energy. Find the difference. If you find the difference between these two gravitational potential energy, you will get this one. What is this? See the title. So find the difference between these two, you will get the new term called gravitational potential energy difference. Are you clear? If you calculate the difference between these two, you are able to get the work done. What work done? That is the work done in moving the object from this position to this position. Are you clear? That is from r dash to r. Are you clear? So to move the object from r distance, r dash distance to r distance, you have to do some work done. I will write the explanation here. This is the work done which is required to move the mass m2 from r dash to r distance. That work done is equivalent to the gravitational potential energy between these two factors. Understood? Very important and very complicated also. Try to understand this. Are you clear? Here work done is related with gravitational potential energy difference. What is the name of the work done? What kind of work is done here? This is the work done which is required to move the mass m2 from r dash distance to r distance, that is equal to gravitational potential energy. The clear, when the object is kept in between these two, what is the distance? In this distance, within the distance, some amount of gravitational potential energy is stored up. First you have to calculate the gravitational potential energy when they are kept apart at a distance of r. That should be substituted. After this, is clear, these two masses should be separated by the distance r dash. Now also you have to calculate the gravitational potential energy. Find the difference. That difference will be equal to work done in moving the object from r dash to r distance. Are you clear? Now we are going to learn a new term called gravitational potential energy. It is represented by the letter U. Look at here, already we have derived this equation. W is equal to minus G m1 m2 divided by r minus of G m1 m2 divided by r dash. Initially the two masses, they are separated by a distance r. Now the mass m2 from the distance r, that should be moved from r distance to infinity distance. Look at that, m1 is not altered, its position is static. Now I am going to move this m2 from r distance to infinity distance. Are you clear? So r dash becomes infinity. Substitute, instead of r dash, substitute infinity. W is equal to minus G m1 m2 divided by r minus of minus G m1 m2 divided by, instead of r dash I am substituting infinity. So W is equal to minus G m1 m2 divided by r, factor alone is there. This factor becomes 0 because anything divided by infinity, that will become 0. So what is the remaining thing? Now finally you are getting the new formula for work done. W is equal to minus G m1 m2 divided by r is the remaining factor. Are you clear? Here what this equation that gives you, this is called as gravitational potential energy. This is the gravitational potential energy. Are you clear? When the two masses are very close to one another. Are you clear? When the two masses are close to one another, some amount of potential energy is stored up. That is called as, what is this? UR. That UR is nothing but W. Are you clear? This one can also be equated with which one? UR. What is UR? Some amount of gravitational potential energy that is stored up in the system when the two masses are separated by R. Okay. So what is W? Work. This is nothing but work done. Are you clear? So what kind of work is done here? Previously the two masses, they were separated by the distance r. To move the, is it clear, the mass m2 from r distance to infinity distance, this much amount of work has to be done. Are you clear? To move the mass from r distance to infinity distance, how much amount of work has to be done? Is it clear? This much amount of work has to be done. That work done, that is stored up in this system. Are you clear? The work done to move from r to infinity, that is stored up as gravitational potential energy. Are you clear? So to calculate the gravitational potential energy here at a distance of r and within the system, this formula must be used. This formula could be used for two purposes. One is to measure the work done to move the r distance from infinity distance. For that purpose also we can use, and the gravitational potential energy that is stored up in the system, that one also can be measured. Are you clear? For example, we will do a problem. Are you clear? You do the problem and later you tell me. Mass m1 value is 1 kg. Mass m2 value is 5 kg. Are you clear? Both are separated by the distance of 10 meter. How much amount of gravitational potential energy will be stored up in the system? That is the question. Is it clear? Try to answer this. Okay. So find out the answer. Provided G value must be known.